Today I'm going to talk to you about a highly debated topic that most people in society have talked about at least once in their lives. I'm going to talk to you today about the iPhone 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S3 and hopefully provide a little bit of information for you to try and decide for yourself which one is better. Firstly, I'd like to talk about physical appearance, like the actual models of the phone. The iPhone 5, recently developed by Apple, has a height of 4.87 inches, whereas the Samsung Galaxy S3 has a height of 5.38, so it's a little bit bigger. The width and the depth is also smaller for the iPhone, the width being 2.31 and the width for the Samsung Galaxy being 2.78 and the depth being 0.34 and 0.30. Whereas the weight, the Galaxy weighs in at just 10 grams more, so it's not noticeably lighter in your hand. The cameras are both the same, it's 8 megapixels, so you both get the same quality camera, but display you get an extra 0.8 inches in the Samsung Galaxy than you do in the display of the iPhone 5. Those characteristics and dimensions have both been provided by the ConnectReview.com, where they have sampled both models and taken a look at both of them and compared them. Secondly, I would like to take a look at the apps and the pricing of the phone. One of the bigged topics of the actual debate is whether you can get the same apps on the iPhone that you can get on the Samsung S3, sorry. And you can get the majority of the same apps that you get from the Apple Store on the store that you download your apps from on the Galaxy. You can get Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you can get apps for your shopping, you can get apps for everything on your Samsung Galaxy just like you can on your Apple iPhone 5. When it comes to cost, the app prices are similar. The average cost of the iPhone 5 app is 99 cents, whereas the average app cost of the Samsung is 79 cents, so it's only 10-11 cents cheaper. Whereas some of the more higher priced apps on the iPhone cost around $4.99, just under $5. When it comes to the actual pricing of the phones, they're still both pretty hefty, and that's something you'd expect for two of the biggest smartphones on the market. The iPhone 5 SIM-free is a $750 price tag, whereas the Samsung S3 is a $699 price tag. But if you want to get those on a 2-year contract, you need $200 down payment and a $99 a month payment for the iPhone 5, whereas the Samsung Galaxy is a little bit cheaper, coming in at $99 just to pay for the phone outright, and then $60 a month from there on for the next 2 years. Those are both prices which I found from BestBuy.com, and those are prices which I also found on AT&T and Verizon. Thirdly, I'd like to talk about popularity. In the fourth quarter of 2012, Apple sold 27.4 million units of the iPhone 5. Galaxy, however, only sold 15.4 million units of the Samsung S3 in the same quarter, so they sold a little bit less, but still a significant amount of the market was taken up by both of these products. However, in the third quarter, Galaxy had sold more units in that third quarter than the Apple have with the iPhone. In that quarter, the iPhone 5 only sold 18 million, whereas the Samsung S3 sold 19.5 million. And for me, really, the only sort of difference is really your personal preference to which phone you would like. They are both similar, they both feel good in your hands, they both do the exact same sort of functions, they have the same apps like I've said, and pricing really is sort of the similar sort of pricing that you would expect to pay for such a high quality phone. So hopefully with my speech today I have provided some information for you to be able to make your decision which is better, whether it's the iPhone 5 or the Samsung Galaxy S3.